Hey guys, what is up? DualX Infinity here, and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while since I've uploaded a single video, and a lot of planning has been in the works since while I've been a little bit out just doing stuff and whatnot with real life stuff. But the reason I decided to make a video today, as you can know by the title, I want to talk about the emitter. And the emitter has been put off for a long while because of several reasons. One, with Mark being in college and still being in school, so him not being around to film, and also just the timing with everybody, because everyone else has their own things to do, as well as work, job, whatever, school, blah blah blah, stuff like that. And it just, everything was just bad timing. No one had Everyone had like a schedule, and it was difficult. And especially with Mark, who also co-directs the emitter with me, is complicated. But I've been lately trying my best to get the emitter back on track. I've held it off for too long, and I personally want to finish it, because, to be honest, I was the one that came up with the emitter. I've been having this type of, ever since the war against Ronald McDonald, I've been in a passion with making films, because I liked it. I liked the idea. I like where it was going. I like what I was learning, especially with special effects. And now with this new editing software that I've got, I can now push the boundaries of what I can do now, and I can do a lot more cool things with the films that I make. And the emitter, I've had this high expectation with it, because it's been something that I made, and I had all these plans for it, and I expected it to be this great thing, this great series. And yeah, so, but as expected, I mean, when I started the emitter, I started it with the previous editing software that I had. So there wasn't a lot to go off of, and I'd had a little less experience with films, especially with special effects, which also revolved around the fact that we used superpowers for the emitter. So it was difficult. And now that I have this, I want to take it further, and I want the emitter to be this great film, this great series for you guys to enjoy. And it's something I love, because I get to put, I get to use. I'm a little psyched for myself, because I get to use one of my favorite superpowers, which is teleporting. But but the emitter is, what I'm trying to say is, in this video, is the emitter is getting rebooted. And it's weird. You're probably wondering why. But I've had some thought, and I've had a lot of planning, and I feel like the story okay, now, as you've seen right now we're at episode 3 with the emitter, and you probably noticed that the emitter was going at a certain way, and then at the end of episode 3 it just went completely just sidetrack. And then that particular part at the end of the emitter episode 3 was completely not what you was expecting. To be honest, that wasn't really what I was planning on for that episode. In fact, that part wasn't even originally supposed to be a part of it. It just, let me be honest. So far, every film that I've made so far was not scripted at all. Literally, none of it was scripted. It was planned, but we improvised as we went along. So we planned the whole War Against Ronald McDonald movie. That was planned out, and I basically gave everyone a premise of what they were going to do. I got the whole storyline down. That's the whole thing. Everything was going to happen. It's just the whole script of what people were going to say. That's the entire thing that wasn't planned out. And everyone had to improvise on what they were saying. I gave them a preference of what they were going to say. Same thing with the emitter when it started out. It just was completely not scripted at all. And that's why it went a little bit off track, because people started suggesting things, and I thought at that point in time it was okay, but then when I looked back, it was just not a good idea. So Also, I've been looking at the story and the way I wanted to, and believe me, I want to follow through with that story, but I've gave it too much expectations for it, and also it's kind of a fit more of an apocalyptic type of theme because supposedly I travel to, another Earth. I'm not trying to spoil the story, but as far as, this Emitters is concerned, storyline is that I've traveled to another Earth and it's being destroyed by, you know, the antagonist, the enemy for the series, and the main villain. And it was more of an apocalyptic kind of theme because normally, the resistance doesn't have the base keeps on changing and moving and stuff like that. And obviously, it's difficult because right now I'm not good at making. I'm starting to get that whole thing about filming, making a series, planning everything, and blah blah blah. So it's difficult, especially for me because we need to find locations, and I'm not really good at it because it's completely new to me. I mean, normally we'd film at people's houses, but normally it's a little bit complicated right now, as it is, as you guys know. So it's not easy. It's not easy. So I've had a lot of thought in it, and I just think it's best for me to reboot it to it's gonna be the same story, sort of. It's gonna be kind of the same story. It's just not going to be me. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be a little bit different. You'll notice the differences, but it's gonna follow through the same type of story, fight through the same villain, same people. It's just going to be a little bit different, so that way I can be able to work around it and work with it, and just pull through the story because we had a little bit of complications. We did start on episode 4 for the Emitter, but there were a little bit of issues, so I couldn't really get it done. So I just thought it was best to just reboot it, and that way we can start fresh. Because I also looked at episode 3. I didn't like the ending for episode 3. The ending with the whole Richard thing was fine. It's just the whole thing with that particular part with the masks and everything like that. It wasn't really. I look back at it and it was bad. The audio there was also bad because you hardly heard everything because of the wind and the background noise. So there was a lot of things that were wrong with it, and in general, it was non-scripted. So it was bad. There was a lot of things missing that I wanted to put on there, and also the lack of special effects and editing. So that's alone also was not working out. So that's why I want to reboot it, so I can start over. I can put the things that I want to put. Already episode 1 is finished. The script is already finished. It's in production right now, episode 1 of the reboot of the Emitters. So I am excited, and I finally get to put the new type of editing that I've managed to learn. I get to finally add new special effects. I get to add everything's gonna be scripted, so nothing will be wrong, nothing will get sidetracked, everything will be good. And with the special effects I'm gonna put in, it's going to be even better of a series than what it was originally planned, and it's going to be better. I promise you it will be better, and it's gonna look less sloppy. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Episode 1 is in production. It will be done very soon. I would say maybe in a week's time, or a week, maybe less than that. Just within a week's range it will be done, and I'll have it posted. But for right now, it's just a matter of planning and when I can have the actors that I'm gonna have, my friends, to participate in their scenes and stuff like that. So yeah. Also, later down the line, I do have another secret project that I am not gonna say much about, but it has also a tie-in with the Emitter series as well. So I won't explain too much on it. You're just gonna have to wait and see for yourself. I'm excited, and a lot of the people that are participating in it is also excited to be a part of it. So with all that being said, I think that's gonna wrap up today. I just want to clarify things, and I want to say, just wanted to tell you guys that, you know, I've been working on a ton of stuff behind the scenes, even though I haven't been recording a lot lately. The Emitter is coming back. Episode 1 will be posted very soon. It is being rebooted, so everything. There's going to be a slight bit of changes, but again, it's just small, minor changes to the story. Things that can work out, and things that won't be as too complicated for me to be able to plan out for later on, and as well as, you know, it fits with everyone else's, you know, time, schedule, and whatever. But yeah, but that's pretty much it. And yeah, just stay tuned, and yeah, that's all I gotta say. But anyway, guys, that's all I'm gonna say for right now. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are excited for the Emitter, be sure to hit that like button, and also don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to stay up to date with the Emitter, because I'm going to return. It's returning into production, as well as stay tuned, because I'm going to try my best to post a little bit more content on here. And also, I'll leave a link in the description. Check out my TikTok. I've been on TikTok. I film a lot of clips on TikTok. It's a little bit easier for me to record on TikTok for the time being at the moment, because it's not less compact where I have to do all this stuff with editing and stuff like that at the moment. At the moment, it's a little bit complicated with editing and making YouTube videos at the moment. But if you guys want to continue seeing stuff that I post, go on TikTok. Check out my TikTok. I post a lot of stuff on there, so check it out. Small videos, I guess. But yeah, anyway, guys, that's pretty much it. But with all that being said, my name is Dulex Infinity. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace.